Hey guys, Rachele here with Amethyst Ascension. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for joining me again. So, this is something that I had been wanting to do. There's silly baby man. For a while. Because materialism. What is materialism? What is it when somebody says that you're too materialistic or, you know, you have this and you shouldn't have this, or you have that and you shouldn't have that, or you buy too many things for yourself, or what is that all about? I mean, beyond judging another person, what is that all about? I don't understand. I mean, I know that is it jealousy that somebody has for somebody else, or somebody that's coveting what somebody else has? I really want to know what you guys think, because and it's not just about that. It's about you know, people not wanting to charge, or looking at other people in a spiritual community that charge for their services, that is just like a terrible thing. I mean, I can understand if it's like obscenely expensive or something like that, right? But isn't somebody's time and investment, no matter what they're doing, isn't it fair to charge for that? I mean, when you think about what people have done in order to learn Reiki, or learn how to read tarot, the amount of time that it takes them. And I'm not saying that you should feel bad if you don't charge. By all means, don't charge. If you want to do it for free, you go right ahead, and bless you for doing that. But at the same time, if you somehow find yourself in a situation where, because we live in a money world, where you have to charge somebody for your services and your time, that it should not be looked at as like it's an evil thing. When you go to do your job in the regular world, when it takes your time and your energy and your effort and your concentration, do you expect to get paid for that? Well, of course you do. So why would it be different if you are offering a spiritual, right? So my question is, are you one of those people? Do you think it's wrong for people to charge for their spiritual gifts, and or time and effort and time that they've spent learning their skill, and money that they've maybe paid for courses and all that? Why is it different when there's a spiritual twist to it? Why is that different? Are you one of those people that feels that way? Or are you one of those people that believes like I do, and that, unless somebody is like ripping you off, and don't get me wrong, there are charlatans out there that are doing that. Do I think your basic tarot reader does that? No, because 9 times out of 10, they're just reading the cards. That doesn't mean that they're a shyster unless they're charging you like $500, right, for a reading. But I mean, that doesn't mean that they're a charlatan. And if you're not happy with a reading, it doesn't mean that it's not accurate. It's just you didn't like the reading. So if somebody comes and does healing, and you think it's wrong for them to charge a small amount of money, why? Why is that wrong, when that is what they do? People have lives, they have children, they have mortgages. Just because they're in a spiritual business doesn't mean that they're above anybody else, that they don't have the same kind of bills and the same kind of expectations. And if they're not making the money, then they couldn't be offering the service that you're asking them to do. So, I mean, which is it? Do you want the service, or do you want them to get another job that maybe, I mean, maybe the world is losing out on those beautiful gifts that they have that are going to help guide us? What do you think? I think that, and what is materialism, anyways? Materialism, because I don't have it right here in front of me, but there were a couple of different terms, but one of the first ones was talking about seeking only and worrying about only material things of the material world and not seeking spirituality. So, what happens when you're buying tools that might help you in your spiritual journey or in your spiritual business that you utilize, like herbs and crystals that you do magic with? Um, is that still considered materialism? Maybe when it's excessive? Who knows? But I mean, if you're not paying that person's bills, why is it anybody else's business, right? I just don't get it. It just makes me feel like it's somebody that either doesn't have the same things that they want in their life. So they look at you, because you might want those things in your life, as a bad person because you have those things. But isn't that just really, when you think about it, just judging somebody or being envious of them or being jealous of what they have? Or, I mean, I just don't get it. Materialism. Um, Another thing of materialism is the things that we do in the material world, the physical world, this manifestation that we are in, that bring us comfort, not necessarily that are to our greatest good. So, do you ever eat food that doesn't necessarily nourish your body, but you eat it because you like it? Well, that's materialism. Do you ever smoke cigarettes because you're maybe addicted to them? Um, that's still a form of materialism. I'm not saying, trust me, I think to each their own. I'm not saying that. I'm just trying to show some perspective here, my perspective. Um, if you like drinking coffee, your body doesn't require it. Is it something that you do that is a comfort in this material world? So it's a form of materialism. Um, what about, vaping, or uh, going out and enjoying yourself, maybe having a beer, or going out gambling to a casino? You're spending, others might look at that as frivolous, but if you look at it as something that's fun for you to do, your entertainment, what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. But there are people that would say that, gambling is like something of the devil. You see what I'm saying? I mean, there's just like, the devil card keeps coming up because I think the devil card is materialism, right? But guess what? We are in a material world. So we're gonna be in where we need money. We need to be able to pay our bills, depending on what profession that we end up doing. So, regardless of whether or not that's a spiritual profession, um, if I want to have, 100 decks or 400 decks, I'm going to do that because I'm not asking you to pay my bills. I'm not paying yours. And when you buy something for yourself, hey, fantastic. I am happy for you. If it makes you happy, or if you utilize it, or whatever, I'm happy with that. It's none of my business. I'm not coveting what you have, so I'm not going to throw shade on what you have and try to make you feel bad for what you have. I've heard other people, even in this community, talk about, like, if somebody is uh, getting stuff, like stuff sent to them, is it really a true, are they being authentic and given a true review? Or, I don't know. I really couldn't answer that for you. But I just take it at face value. I do. If they're saying that that's what they love, then okay. Why would it matter? I mean, I guess I just don't understand the judgment of it all. That's what I don't get. Of all things to worry about. So I just want to know, what are your thoughts on materialism versus, I mean, are you seeking spiritual, you know, are you are you seeking to be more spiritual or to know thyself? And do you think it's wrong to, buy what you want to buy as long as you're not, you know, somebody else is paying for it or what have you? Unless you're paying for somebody else's bills and paying for their stuff, I don't really think it's any of your business. I don't think it's any of my business what you have. And when you have something that you like and you're happy with it, I'm happy. I'm that makes me happy. Having nice surroundings that change my mood, because I feel like, especially right now, the world has been such a crappy friggin' place. And right now, a lot of people are just in their homes. And so this is like our sanctuaries away from everything else. So if I want to have nice art, I mean, granted, these were, I think, $50 a piece because I got them on sale. I buy them on sale. I mean, even the chairs I assembled myself, when we moved here. I think those were like 100 and something a piece. But you buy within your own means. So if somebody is a millionaire, they might get a little bit nicer and that's okay. That's their money. They can do whatever the hell they want with their money, right? That's the way I see it. If anything, and I see somebody that's got something nice, I'm like, ooh, that's really nice. Lucky them, good for them, or what have you. But I mean, I'm not like throwing swords at them. You see? So, and when somebody is, got to go out and make a living doing what it is that they love doing, and I wish more people would do or had the ability to do what they loved, which is something spiritual or something like that, and then get paid for it and helping people rather than somebody doing something, dedicating their life to it, and then being criticized because they're making money at it. Well, how else can they do it then? We live in a money world. So anyways, I know this was a bit of a ramble. I would love to see what people have to say about this particular subject either way. If you think that people are too excessive with their money and that you should be able to tell them how they spend their money, then please leave a comment, a respectful comment down below. But yeah, I would like to know what everyone has to think about it, and do you have a spiritual business? Do you charge people for your money? And is that your business? Is that what you do, an energy exchange? So, and it's something that you put yourself into, but at the same time, you have children, you have bills, you have a mortgage, you have to have electricity or the ability to have a phone or what have you, right? My baby man right there. So just a bit of a ramble. I love you guys. I want to know what you have to say about it. I truly do. And I am sending you love and light. Thank you so much.